Now, for all you South African fans, we are going to get to Sacha's performance for the Stormers and Pollard's return for the Bulls. But there is only one place to start this week, and that is Marcus Smith back in the 10 shirt for Quins and an absolutely phenomenal win over Saracens. My name's Shanair, and it's the All Things Rugby review of Round 3 of the Premiership and the URC. Let's start at the stoop, where Harlequins decided to kick the absolute lever off the ball and ended up winning over their London rivals 20 points to 14. What a performance. I think people forget how good Marcus Smith is if you just give him 80 minutes in the 10 shirt. Last year, we saw him for the Lions cover 15, play 23 on the bench, play fullback for England, and even for Quins with a number of injuries in the team, ended up having to switch halfway through games. But given 80 minutes on the pitch, in the 10 shirt, with the opportunity to just march the team around and put on a kicking performance that Nick Evans would have been proud of, that was awesome to see. The other standout performance for Quins yesterday was Chandler Cunningham himself, who started in the 8 shirt and we saw moves to flank when Dombrandt come on. But considering he's been playing second row for England, he's been touted there for Quins, actually put him at the base of the scrum. Let him just run hard. Let him not worry about the line or anything else. We saw the collision with Willis. Oh my God, that is a battle. As for Sarries, credit where it's due, they're a phenomenal team. And seeing Owen Farrell in the 12 shirt is great for English fans. The question is, will Borthwick be considering him there in the upcoming internationals? Now, if Sarries rebrand about being the original London club and losing to Quins, which we know they hate, that and Harlequins' win on social media last night, Saracens are going to come out all guns blazing next week. Glad that we've got this win out of the way. Elsewhere in the Prem, we saw Finn Russell return for Bath in what is looking like an absolute stacked team, with Santi Carreras making his debut off the bench as well. That midfield combination of Max Ajomo and Ollie Lawrence is going to be epic to watch all year. And knowing that they've got Cam Redpath to come back as well, that backline is going to be firing on all cylinders. We saw Newcastle lose their 3rd game in a row in the Premiership. And you've got to think, they lost that many players last year that are now performing well. If you think of the likes of Callum Chick at Northampton, what are Newcastle going to do? Red Bull are going to come in and go, hold on a second, what have we purchased here? Saints welcome back their English Lions, and we saw Alex Mitchell and Finn Smith combine early on to get a nice score for the Saints. Freeman looked just as good as ever, which lead us to thinking, coming up for the Autumn Internationals, England have got an abundance of wingers that are looking absolute fire at the moment. They might not have the best team in front of them, but Exeter's wingers Brown Bampo and Faber Boso will definitely both be putting their hands up. We've seen Murley for Quins captaining on the weekend. We've got Adam Radwan looking absolutely on flames at the moment. And the return of Henry Arundel, he looks as good as anyone. And Roebuck even got a hat-trick this weekend. Who's Steve Borthwick's going to be picking this November? Your guess is as good as mine. As mentioned, Sarri's going to come out all guns blazing next week as they take on Sale back at the Stone Axe. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Marrow's 200th game for Sarri, so expect big things there. Unfortunately for Newcastle, they've got to host Saints next week, who can put on an 80-minute performance for once. That's going to be a dangerous game for them. Over in the URC this week, we had some really interesting results, as 3 teams failed to score even a single point. Both the Scarlets and the Dragons aren't doing themselves any favours at the moment, with both teams not looking like they're going to be the 2 Welsh teams to continue on next year. And elsewhere, Zebra, after 2 very good wins to start the season, didn't even manage to register a single point this week. Munster said goodbye to a couple of players at the back end of last season, but they've started really well, going 3 from 3. Likewise, Stormers, who now welcome back the likes of Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu, who ended up absolutely putting on a show in Wales. The surprise package for many might be Ulster, who, although they got a game postponed last week, currently sit 2 from 2, and with Augustus running like an absolute truck, they could be a team to watch this year for the playoffs. Down at the bottom of the table, Edinburgh joined the likes of Scarlets and Dragons without registering a win. And the 2 South African surprises so far, Lions, who come off the back of a decent Currie Cup run, and the Sharks of all teams haven't registered a win so far this year. Now, the Sharks next week will be at home to Ulster and likely to welcome back a lot of their bot players. So let's see if they can turn it around. On the other side of Wales, 19-year-old Tom Bowen is absolutely lighting up Cardiff as he got another 2 tries against Connacht this week to add to his hat-trick against Munster. With the Boks about to announce their squad this week for the November test, Evan Roos is definitely putting his hand up to join them. And I mean, I don't think the Springboks need to get any stronger. but with Evan Roos scoring 4 tries in 3 games now, he could be one to watch this November. I suppose I should probably give a shout out to Leinster as well, who registered their first win at the campaign after welcoming back a number of Irish and Lions internationals, Josh van der Fleer captaining the side for the first time and also getting on the score sheet. Next week, they'll be facing Munster at Croke Park, which will always be a good showdown, especially in front of 70,000 fans. With things heating up in both the Prem and the URC, stay tuned to All Things Rugby as we'll be here later in the week to preview round 4. My name's Shanair, and thank you for watching All Things Rugby.